This video is not about motivation. It is not about working harder. It is not about adding more goals to an already crowded mind. Today, you are going to learn how the samurai created clarity in moments of uncertainty. You will learn why real planning begins before action, why discipline without direction creates exhaustion, and how calm intensity is built through simplicity, not force. By the end of this teaching, you will understand the hidden method the samurai used to plan their lives, their battles, and their legacy, and how you can apply this same philosophy to master your own direction. If you feel busy but unfocused, productive but unsatisfied, disciplined but internally divided, this lesson is for you, because the goal is not to control your life, the goal is to align it, and once that alignment is set, action becomes calm, decisions become simple, and your path becomes clear. Now, let's begin. Sometimes life does not fall apart loudly. It unravels quietly, in small moments, in unfinished plans, in half-kept promises to yourself. You wake up with intention, but the day pulls you in 10 directions. You stay productive, yet something inside you knows, this is not mastery. You are doing many things, but moving nowhere, and for someone like you, that creates a deep internal tension, not panic, not fear, but a low, constant pressure, because you are not weak, you are not confused, you are not lazy. You are disciplined, capable, self-aware. What you lack is not motivation, it is clear direction. The samurai understood this problem intimately. They lived in unstable times, political shifts, uncertain alliances, constant threat, and yet, they were known for something rare: calm intensity, inner steel, an unshakable sense of direction. Not because their lives were simple, but because their minds were ordered. In modern life, we plan reactively, emotionally, from pressure. The samurai planned from stillness. This is where most people fail. They try to plan while scattered. They try to organize chaos from inside chaos. The samurai never did this. Before any strategy, before any movement, before any commitment, they stopped, not to think more, but to remove noise, because a mind full of emotion cannot see clearly. Anger distorts judgment. Fear shortens vision. Excitement creates false urgency. So the first discipline of samurai planning was silence. Not silence as emptiness. Silence as authority. They understood something modern culture has forgotten. A plan created in agitation will collapse under pressure. A plan created in stillness will hold. This is why your to-do lists feel heavy. Why your goals keep shifting. Why your motivation comes in waves. You are planning from emotion, not from identity. The samurai never asked, "What do I feel like doing?" They asked, "Who am I in this season, and what path honors that?" This is a very different question, and it changes everything. There is a hidden misunderstanding about discipline. Most people think discipline means forcing yourself forward, pushing harder, grinding longer. The samurai knew discipline begins before action. It begins in the choice, in the narrowing of focus. They believed a scattered warrior was already defeated, so they trained the mind first. Not with affirmations, not with endless analysis, but with a simple internal order. One path, one direction, one standard. Everything else was removed. This is uncomfortable for the modern mind, because we are addicted to options, to flexibility, to keeping doors open. But power does not come from many doors. It comes from walking one door fully, without hesitation. This is what gave the samurai their presence. When they moved, there was no internal debate, no second guessing, no internal negotiation, because the decision was already settled. This is what your nervous system is craving. Not more information, not better hacks, not another system. It wants resolution. The samurai philosophy of clear planning was never about controlling life. It was about aligning with it. They believed that when a plan matched your role, your values, and your season, action became calm, effort became clean, and resistance disappeared. In the next part, you will learn the hidden structure the samurai used to design plans that did not fracture under stress, and why simplicity is the highest form of strategy. But before we go there, let this land. If your life feels busy but unclear, it is not because you are doing too little. It is because you are doing too much. Without a single organizing principle, the samurai would not add more, they would subtract. And that is where real mastery begins. Once the mind was still, the samurai did not rush into action. This is where most people make their second mistake. They calm down, feel inspired, and immediately try to do something. The samurai paused again, because clarity without structure fades, and structure without clarity becomes a cage. They understood that a real plan is not a list. It is a shape strong enough to hold pressure, simple enough to remember under stress, and aligned enough that it does not fracture when conditions change. The samurai called this approach Psychonomici, the way of clear planning. Not clear because everything is known, but clear because nothing unnecessary remains. Their planning structure had 3 parts. Not 5, not 10, not endless layers of contingency. Because complexity weakens resolve. The first part was role. Before asking what to do, they asked who they were in this moment. A warrior did not plan like a merchant. A commander did not plan like a student. Each season demanded a different posture. This is why modern planning fails so often. You plan based on desire, pressure, or comparison. The samurai planned based on identity. They asked, what is my role right now? Not who they wished to be, not who they used to be, who they were now. This single question eliminated false goals. It stripped away borrowed ambitions, and it grounded the plan in reality. The second part was direction, not outcomes, not timelines. Direction. The samurai did not obsess over results. They chose a direction aligned with their code, and walked it fully. They believed that when direction was true, adjustments would reveal themselves naturally. This is uncomfortable for the modern mind, because you want certainty before movement. The samurai moved because of commitment, not certainty. They asked, does this path strengthen or weaken my character? If it strengthened them, they moved forward. If it weakened them, they let it go. This is why they were decisive, not because they knew everything, but because they trusted alignment more than prediction. The third part was constraint. This is the hidden key. Most people think freedom comes from more options. The samurai knew freedom comes from limits. They intentionally restricted their plan. Few actions, few priorities, few commitments. Why? Because energy scattered is energy wasted. A samurai would ask, what is the smallest set of actions that moves this path forward? Not the fastest, not the most impressive, the smallest. This is why their plans endured. They could carry them in the mind, even under exhaustion. They did not rely on motivation. They relied on design. Here is the golden nugget most people miss. A plan that cannot survive a bad day is not a plan. It is a fantasy. The samurai tested their plans against fatigue, against fear, against doubt, before they ever acted. If the plan required constant emotional fuel, they discarded it. If the plan demanded perfection, they simplified it. Because real discipline is quiet. It does not argue with you every morning. It does not negotiate at night. It simply waits to be executed. This is why the samurai appeared calm. Their decisions were already made. And here is something important for you. If planning feels draining, you are planning too much. If clarity feels fragile, your structure is too complex. The samurai did not chase balance. They chose alignment, and balance followed. There is one more distinction the samurai understood. They did not plan to feel good. They planned to remain steady. Modern planning is emotional. You plan when inspired, then abandon the plan when the feeling fades. The samurai expected the feeling to fade. That is why emotion was never included in the design. They did not ask, will I feel like doing this? They asked, can I do this even when I don't? If the answer was no, the plan was too fragile. This is the difference between ambition and mastery. Ambition relies on energy. Mastery relies on structure. When structure is correct, effort becomes light. And when effort is light, consistency becomes natural. This is why the samurai could move forward, even in uncertainty, even in discomfort, without inner conflict. They were not forcing themselves. They were following a path already decided. And this is the foundation you need. Now, you will learn the inner discipline. The samurai used to stay loyal to their plan, even when emotions rose, even when doubt appeared, even when the world tried to pull them off course. Because creating a plan is one thing. Living it, day after day, with calm intensity, is the true art of mastery. Creating a plan is not the final test. Anyone can plan when things are calm. The real test comes later, when energy drops, when doubt creeps in, when old habits call you back. This is where most paths dissolve. The samurai understood this. That is why their final discipline was not planning. It was loyalty. Loyalty to the path they had already chosen. They believed that wavering was more dangerous than choosing the wrong direction, because wavering fractures the spirit. Once a plan passed the tests of stillness, identity, direction, and simplicity, the samurai stopped debating it. No daily renegotiation, no constant adjustment based on mood. They moved forward, even when emotion disagreed. This is what gave them inner steel. Not rigidity, not stubbornness, but trust in their own judgment. Modern life trains you to doubt yourself, to seek reassurance, to look outward for confirmation. The samurai did the opposite. They trained themselves to hold a decision calmly. They knew that emotions rise and fall. Fear speaks loudly. Comfort whispers excuses. But a true plan does not argue. It waits, and this is where execution becomes quiet. The samurai did not chase motivation. They showed up because the path was already chosen. This is an important shift for you. You are not meant to feel inspired every day. You are meant to feel aligned. Alignment creates a different kind of strength. One that does not spike and crash. One that remains present. When you wake up and know what you are walking toward, the mind settles. When the plan is simple enough to remember, resistance softens. When the path matches who you are, effort feels clean. This is why the samurai could face uncertainty without anxiety. They were not clinging to outcomes. They were committed to direction, and direction does not need reassurance. Here is the final teaching. A plan is not meant to control your life. It is meant to bring you back to yourself. When life feels scattered, return to stillness. When choices feel heavy, return to roll. When progress feels slow, return to direction. And when doubt appears, do not redesign the path. Strengthen your loyalty to it. This is calm dominance. Not loud, not aggressive, but unmistakable. A presence that does not rush, does not chase, and does not fracture. There is another reason the samurai were so steady. They did not measure progress by speed. They measured it by integrity. Did the action match the plan? Did the plan match the code? If the answer was yes, they continued. Even if the movement was slow. This is difficult in a world obsessed with acceleration. You are taught to move fast, to optimize constantly, to adjust endlessly. But constant adjustment weakens resolve. The samurai adjusted only when the path itself no longer matched truth. Not when boredom appeared, not when discomfort rose, but only when alignment was lost. This created something rare, inner quiet. When you are loyal to a clear plan, your mind stops spinning stories. It no longer asks, "What if I chose wrong?" Because the question becomes irrelevant. You are no longer chasing certainty. You are building character. This is why the samurai trusted time. They understood that depth is invisible at first. Roots grow quietly. Steel is forged slowly. They did not rush results. They honored repetition. The same action, the same discipline, the same direction. Day after day. This is where most people turn away. Because repetition feels ordinary. But mastery is not dramatic. It is subtle. It is stable. It shows itself not in moments of intensity, but in moments of pressure. When something unexpected happens, and you do not collapse. When emotions rise, and you remain steady. When distractions appear, and you stay oriented. This is the proof of real planning. Not how excited you felt at the beginning, but how calm you remain in the middle. The samurai trusted this process. They did not ask life to be easy. They asked themselves to be clear. And clarity creates a strength that does not shout. It does not explain itself. If you commit to one path, simplify your plan, and walk it with loyalty, your nervous system will settle, your decisions will sharpen, and your presence will deepen. Not because life becomes predictable, but because you become grounded. This is the way of the samurai, and it is available to you now. Before you leave, ask yourself this: what is the one path I already know is mine, that I have been hesitating to fully commit to? And what would change if I walked it with calm intensity? Sit with that. You do not need more answers. You need one clear direction, walked with honor, and followed with consistency. If you found value in this video, please subscribe for more teachings along your path. And as always, remember to stay in tune with your own mind frequency.